Good morning, children. Today a very interesting topic. Ways to improve your vocabulary. Very important. You need to know some good words, and of course meaning you have to know. Otherwise you cannot use those words in your passages, in paragraphs, in your answers, or anywhere, any of your writing works. So most of us have not spent much time learning new vocabulary since we were high school or college students. Thankfully, you can always pick up where you left off. Here are some tips to help you start learning new vocabulary words. Of course, you have not yet left off. You are not yet out of school. Okay, this is for those who are already past high school and all that. You have still not passed. Okay, so you need to learn a lot. What is the first tip? Develop a reading habit. Yes, very important. This comes first and foremost. I'll tell you why. Now, when you read, you come across new words. Then you happen to look up the words in your dictionary, and that is how you know the meanings of those words. So reading increases your vocabulary. Vocabulary building is easiest when you encounter words in context. Seeing words appear in a novel or a newspaper article can be far more helpful than seeing them appear on vocabulary list. No, you just can't open up a list and then learn the words. No, you'll not understand how to use it. You should know the proper use in the right context. Not only do you gain exposure to unfamiliar words words that are not known to you. Yes, you also see how they are used. Yes, how they are used is also very important. So the second point, use the dictionary and thesaurus. Thesaurus is also dictionary which gives you so many words, meanings. Online dictionaries and thesauruses are helpful resources if used properly. They can jog your memory about synonyms that would actually be better words in the context of what you're writing. Jog your memory, it will help you to store. Yeah, you can move faster in your memory lane. A full dictionary definition can also educate you about antonyms. Synonyms, antonyms are the opposite words. Root words, that word is derived from which language, comes from which word, and related words, which is another way to learn vocabulary. Yes, you should know the root word also. For example, derivation. It comes from the word derive. That is the root word. From where has it come? Yes, that is the meaning of root word. Play word games. That is another method. Classic games like Scrabble and Boggle can function as a fun way to expand your English vocabulary. Yes, when you play word games, you learn so many new words. Crossword puzzles can as well help you in increasing your vocabulary. Now, if you really want to be efficient, follow up rounds of these word games with a little note taking. Take down some notes. Keep a list of the different words you learned while playing the game. So you have to make a note of the words that you have learned. Otherwise you may forget. That is the purpose. Use flashcards. A quick way to build a large vocabulary is to study a number of words via flashcards. There's a card and on that a word is written. That is flashcard. In today's digital age, a wide array of smartphone apps make flashcards convenient and easy to organize. Everything is readily available in different apps these days. Aiming for one new word a day is reasonable. Yeah, no need to learn 10 words in one day. It is very difficult, and moreover you cannot remember. Okay, you're likely to forget. So just learn one new word. That is good enough. You can always go for more, but it may not be reasonable to assimilate dozens of English words every single day. No, you have to understand, you have to keep it in your memory also. So it will become difficult. That is the reason one word in a day is enough. Subscribe to Word of the Day feeds. Some web platforms will provide you with a word a day either on a website, an app or via email to help you expand your vocabulary. And perhaps I think you have to subscribe for all these things. You can check. You can add these words to running word lists. So it's an easy method. Use mnemonics. Let us see what is a mnemonic. A mnemonic device is a form of word association that helps you remember words, definitions and proper uses. That means it is a method to remember. For instance, think of the word obsequious, which means attempting to win favor from influential people by flattery. By flattering them. False praise is called flattery. Simply praising them, even if they don't deserve you praise. That is flattery. Break down that word into components. Obscene is the beginning of obsessed. Qui sounds like the French word for yes. And us is like the word us. So you can think of that word. Yes, that big word obsequious as obsessed with saying yes to us, which is kind of what it means. Practice using new words in conversation when you're talking to somebody. It's possible to amass means learn a huge vocabulary without actually knowing how to use words. This means you have to take it upon yourself to put your personal dictionary into use. If you come across an interesting word in your reading, make a point of using it in conversation. You can use it in conversation if required. By experimenting in low-stakes situations, you can practice the art of word choice and with a little bit of trial and error, hone in on the right word for a particular context. Try to learn, try to learn. Read every day. This is very important. Once you're out of school, word drills and assigned reading becomes things of the past. Yes, while these were tools for building your vocabulary repertoire while you were young. So these were the methods of increasing your vocabulary. But once you're out of school, what happens? You stop reading. It doesn't mean you should abandon reading. You should totally stop reading. No. Try to read a well-written and edited essay, magazine article, books or news article every day. Non-fiction and technical books will quickly teach you new ways to think and speak with words you may be unfamiliar with. Yes, I always advise my children to go for non-fiction. What you may be wondering, why non-fiction? Yes, I'll tell you. What is the use of non-fiction? Non-fiction books, they teach you some very good things which you can really implement it in your own life. You learn so many things, you implement it and you gain a lot. That is the usefulness of non-fiction. I hope you got it. Learn roots. Learn the roots of words. Most words in the English language are built from a common root, prefix and suffix. Pre means that which comes before, suffix means that which comes after, usually with an origin in the Greek or Latin language. Once you learn a root, that means from where that word has come, which language, you'll begin to understand more words that use the same root. For example, duck, Latin root word, means to lead or to make, such as in the words produce or deduce. So that means that word has come from Latin. Look up words you don't know. How often do you come across words that are unfamiliar as you read? Yes, sometimes when we are reading a newspaper article, listening to the television news, reading a storybook, we come across so many unfamiliar words which we do not know. So what is your duty? You should look up the meanings in your dictionary. Don't just gloss over them. That means don't try to escape. Okay, I'll look up afterwards and things like that. That way you will never learn. Take the time to look them up, and if you don't have the time write them down and look them up later. So write down and afterwards you can look up. Keeping a journal. Journaling won't just help you to develop your writing style. It will also help you improve your vocabulary. Try to use new or interesting words you have learned recently into a journal entry for the day or the week. So this is keep a journal. This is very important. So what did we do in this session? How to improve your vocabulary. Very important is you must inculcate the habit of reading. That is very important. Reading, if you inculcate that habit of reading, you learn so many good words, new words that will help you improve your conversation, your writing skills and everything. But then when the words are unknown to you, unfamiliar, you have to look up the words in dictionary. Otherwise, and how to use them in the right context is also very important. You must know all these things. So children, that was an interesting session. Thank you. Bye.